Hello there, Michaelers. How are you all doing today? Well, in California, it's a dark, rainy day. We don't have too many of those dark, rainy days, but today is one of them. And it's supposed to thunder tonight and thunder tomorrow. And so hopefully Wednesday and Thursday is clear, and then it's supposed to rain again. It doesn't rain in Southern California often, but it's raining now, and we really need the rain. So anyway, welcome. Hercules. All right, guys. We're gonna go over some stuff right now, and then I got some new stuff to kind of show you guys. Okay, well, new, old, new. All right. So we got to do our stays all day Shay. Okay. Stays all day Shay. Let's do work and play. Stays all day Shay. Let's do work and play. Because everybody's got skin. All right. So I've been singing that song to the customers at the farmers markets, right? And they have really liked the jingle. They're like, oh, you're so cute with that jingle. And when I say, because everybody's got skin, they all laugh. So I thought I would play that for you guys. For healthy, smooth, radiant skin, organic natural shea butter. Order yours today. And guess what, guys? I have figured out international shipping. Remember to Canada, it was $40. I sent one girl two, so it weighed more. So $14 and change was for one, and then for two, it was $20 and change versus $40 for one for Canada. If you want it, I can ship to the UK, Australia, Canada, and of course, the United States. But if you want shea butter and you're an international customer, hit me up at info@staysalldayshay. Let's do work and play. At info@staysalldayshay.com. And I will configure the shipping. You give me your address and I'll configure the shipping before I send it to you, because I don't have it memorized. I've only sent it to Canada. So all you people who said, oh, it's not fair for the international ones, I'm telling you guys, people love the smell of the shea butter. I mean, I have on what, 10 billion? I have on 10 billion today. No, Doré Cherry. I have on Doré Cherry. I have Doré Cherry on today. And that's based off of Christian Dior's Cherie. And it smells marvelous. Go-Go Channel's my number one. And then Bougie Silky is number two. Doré Cherry, Dracar, OMG, British Weed. I mean, these are some of the, my top fragrances. So far, I've released 20 fragrances, right? So it's like a shea butter perfume store. So everybody go to Stays All Day Shea Fragrance Body Butter and help me raise enough money to do a live 5. Because that's why I'm selling it. Plus, I love the product so much. I use it every day. And my skin is getting so much better. There's no crepiness on my hands or my arms. Because I'm going to be 60. I'm going to be 60. Okay, so you want to kind of let your skin last as long as it can, we can't stop aging, but we can stop the look of aging, or at least slow it down somewhat. So anyway, everybody loves the smell. Okay, everybody loves the smell. One guy had psoriasis, I swear to you. And I said, try the unscented, and because it says it soothes the conditions like eczema, psoriasis, and dermatitis, I think. Go on the website and learn. And you know how it has that little chalky look, the white chalky look? He put some on and his wife was like, oh my God, it was instant that he felt the relief. It didn't look like the white chalky stuff that people have. And so he came back and he bought two. He said, oh, let me see how it is in 2 hours, because he was a vendor at the farmer's market with me. And so he came back in a couple hours. He said, it feels good. It looks good. The whiteness didn't come back. So he bought 2 unscented from me. So if you have any skin conditions or anything, get the unscented because it has the natural glycerin in it and it also has the arrowroot, so it's not as oily. Okay. But other ones, if you want to look good, you want to get rid of crepey skin, that is not Peter Michael Bobby. Should I check? Should I check? Let's see.
Call from Sam.
No, that wasn't Peter Michael Bobby. But we have talked recently. And but anyway, let me finish this. So smooth, radiant, beautiful, hydrates, moisturizes, exfoliates. Crepey skin is a collagen booster, you know, because most of us Michael fans, we're older. So you want to get something that is healthy for your skin. Plus, when you smell it, you get little woofs of happiness. You get little woofs of happiness. I'm going to be having Matt help me with make more signs for the hand cream that I'm going to be offering because, oh, this one's Bougie Silky. Yep, Bougie Silky. Oh my God, it smells so good. And I mean it, guys. I'm not even BSing you. It smells so good. Bougie Silky is a top seller. Flowers Blasting. I got to get more into... because it's Flower Bomb. It's a pretty smell. It's a pretty smell. Flowers Blasting. And then, oh my God, British Weed. Oh, sexy for you men. Okay, it's a masculine smell. And then Go Chanel, of course. Go Channel. All right. So anyway, now let's get down to Peter Michael Bobby. Boy, the haters are giving him a hard time, right? Okay. And they always give him a hard time, you know, and, he's called me the last week a few times and we've talked for a few hours and, you know, we talked about several things, you know, and, it is just, you know, I mean, when people don't have anything to do and they, you know, their bills are paid from tax dollars, you know, and meanwhile, while our tax dollars, while we're working, earning a living and paying tax dollars so other people can, you know, that are handicapped or disabled or whatever can get disability. And I understand that and I'm not mad at that, you know, but when you try to stop people that are working from earning money, that's when it becomes a problem. You know, we don't have the privilege and the benefit of getting checks in the mail or checks just deposited into our accounts. We don't have that. We have to earn a living. I have to go out and earn the money that I make so that I can have an apartment, so that I can have a car, so that I can have food to eat, so that I can have clothes. You know, people, oh, you're just in it for the money. Yeah, I need money just like everybody else needs money, right? Unless you're living off the system. If you're not living off the system and the system won't give you any money because you're young and healthy, right? Then, you know, right? So you have to earn money. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with Peter having Jackson's empire. Okay. Bobby having Jackson's empire, right? And there's nothing wrong with me making films and selling them because I give you the information for free. I have almost 700 videos here on YouTube where if you want to watch all 700 videos, they're here and available to you, right? And you can watch them for free. It is your choice if you want to buy an Alive docuseries, if you want to buy, any Alive 1, 2, 3, and 4. It is up to you. If you want to buy those, okay, you just get it quicker, faster, more professional. You sit down and you do 330 minutes and you caught up, right? It probably will cost you know, I don't know, 18,000 hours or something. I have a lot of hours. No, because if there's 700 and they're like an hour each, that's 700 hours. That's a lot of hours, right? 700 videos, an hour each is 700 hours. You can get it in 330 minutes, and 330 minutes is 6 times 3 is 9. 6 times 6 is 30, and 5.5 hours. So you want to do 700 hours or you want to do 5 hours? It's up to you. But if you're interested, go to michaeljacksoninsider.com. Okay. Now, Peter Michael Bobby has been given a hard time. Now, you guys know that I judge Peter on what has happened, not what is happening. Because everything that happened in the past that's detailed for you in Alive 3 and in Alive 4 is factual. It's factual. And I asked him, I said, gosh, you know, what do you want me to do? He told me to just keep doing what I'm doing, right? Because I can't go back on the facts that I presented that makes him Michael's front. Bobby Anderson is a front for Michael Jackson. Okay, Michael Jackson used Peter Michael Bobby. I mean, even to the point where Joe is on a yacht, and at the same time, the Anderson family is on a yacht. I mean, come on, how often are black people on yachts? So we got Joe and the Andersons on a yacht on the same day or within 24 hours. I mean, come on. I mean, and then the estate pays taxes in South Carolina. I mean, come on. Peter Michael Bobby joined Twitter June 24th, 2009, the day before the death announcement. I mean, I don't make this happen. I research it, and this is what comes up. Okay, let me go here to the Twitter account. And then we're going to do, let's see, because I posted them. Okay, I posted them. Okay. Peter Michael Bobby, with everything that he does, and as far back as 2005, he's saying, I'm not Michael Jackson. Hey, I didn't meet him till 7 years later. I didn't meet him until he called me January 15, 2012. So people were thinking he was Michael back in 2005. Let me show you guys, because I did find that today. Let me show you. It was his MySpace. Let me see. Peter Pan, PYT, MySpace. And it says he joined it. It said he joined it in 2005. And he's saying, I'm not Michael Jackson. Okay, so I did not make up that people think that Peter Pan, PYT, a.k.a. Peter Madani, a.k.a. Bobby Anderson, a.k.a. Michael Jackson, is Michael Jackson. I didn't make it up. It had been rumored before I even met him. Okay. And I had even heard it. Okay, let's see. Here it is. Okay, let me let it finish doing a thing. And it was 2005. And that's 7 years before I even met him. Let's see. Who am I? Fin Project. I know I have it because I saw it earlier today. Okay, let's see. Let me just look up his name. Because I saw it earlier today, and I'm like, 2005? People were saying, I'm not Michael Jackson 2005. That means you are. I mean, why would a whole bunch of people for, 2005 to 2023, 18 years, be thinking you're Michael Jackson? Okay? Because you do Michael things. Okay, so let me find that 2005. 2000, let me put in 2005. I didn't mean to go through this. But, oh, here we go. Here it is. I found it. Okay, let me show you guys. Okay. Here it is. Peter Pan PYT joined December 15th, 2005. I guess this is MySpace or his YouTube channel. I think this is YouTube, but he used MySpace or something. I don't know. But I don't make this stuff happen. Okay? So from 2005 to me. Okay? All right. So anyway, I was showing you guys how he joined Twitter June 24, 2009. Michael, the last time Michael tweeted was June 24, 2009. How would somebody who people have been saying was Michael for years know to coincidentally just join Twitter on the day before the death announcement, the same day that Michael last tweets? I mean, come on. All right. So here it is here. This is him as the glove one. And I think I recorded this 2014, Wednesday, June 24th at 3:29. And it says Pacific Standard Time. Okay. Some people will say, oh, it was the 23rd, 7 hours earlier, whatever. That's close enough. But I have 4 different sources. This is like a Twitter birthday, and it says the glove one, which is Peter Pan PYT, the glove one, same person, same account, was born on Twitter on June 24th, 2009. I saved that in 2014. Here it is, the glove one, tweet tunnel. It says the glove one, joined Twitter June 24th, 2009. Got to remember, they stole his name, Peter Pan PYT, and he changed it. Here's another one. This is when did you join Twitter? Peter Pan PYT, June 24, 2009. I don't make this stuff up. But how, with everything that he's done, and he knew to join Twitter the day before the death announcement when Michael was dropping clues, going to rehearsals in the, remember the time, Grim Reaper disappearing cape. The illusion starts tomorrow. What he told Kenny Ortega, the illusion starts tomorrow, and he was supposed to disappear. There was an act where he's supposed to disappear from a bed the next day. I mean, it is just so much. And so many people have no idea whatsoever what they don't know. They couldn't guess this stuff, right? So poor Peter Michael Bobby, okay, is given a hard time. And I feel bad for him, but he told me keep doing what you're doing because I can't, undo all the things that's in Alive 3 and Alive 4 that proves to me that he's Michael and Peter and Bobby's the front. That is the only way it makes sense. Like the only way it would make sense about Michael being dead and alive, with considering everything, not picking and choosing, but considering everything, is that dead body wasn't Michael's. And that brings me to the haters. And one particular hater, and I think she's either a child or she has a learning disability because she underlines stuff that don't make sense, and she posts stuff and it don't match, and and thinks she getting down. She proving something, and she's proven nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. She's debunked nothing. But I'm going to show you guys something that she had tweeted, and then it's going to let me show you first. Okay. Oh man, why are you locking up? Dang it, I hate when it locks up. Okay, but anyway, while it's hourglassing, let me just show it to you. Okay, so this right here is from the coroner's office, okay? And it is Carlton Guy. And you advanced believers know who Carlton Guy is. And it's an unclaimed body from the coroner's office. And it died on my mother's birthday, coincidentally, which was also the release of the Michael album, followed up by Escape album, Michael Escape. I mean, it just gets absurd, okay? So it says, Carlton Guy, his name is Carlton Austin Guy, a.k.a. Oscar Quintana, a.k.a. Michael Jackson. What? Why is somebody a.k.a. Michael Jackson? So anyway, so I had released this old screenshot because I've been keeping screenshots for years, okay? And this is an old screenshot, right? And I wouldn't know phone number and put this together and all this other stuff, right? And it all matches. The case number matches, the eye color, eyes match, the date of birth and the date of death, they all match. And even the name and the case number, they all match. Okay, it all matches, right? So she's going to contact the coroner, and say, is this one of your things? And apparently, the coroner lies. Okay, the coroner lies, and I'm about sick of it, really. Or she lies. Either she's making it up or the coroner's making it up. But it says, thank you for contacting the Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner. The attached photo is not from our agency. Can you imagine? Is not from your agency. You still got the freaking information up on the website. How could it not be from your agency? It was an old screenshot before the website was revamped, right? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys that it's on. How could a screenshot isn't from your website when the same information is still on your website to this day? And she can't figure that out. Okay, that the coroner just lied. Okay, and didn't come back with the coroner and say, but that information is still on your website though. Okay, let me show you guys. Let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna take you to a link. Okay, that I put. But it's a hater and it's a stalker. And either she's a child or she has a learning disability. Okay. Either or, she's really mean and she's really vicious. Okay. So don't feel sorry for her. She's really mean and she's really, really, really vicious. Okay. And calls me all kinds of names and is relentless, trying to prove something. Okay. It ain't proving nothing. Okay. Here we go. All right. So here is the actual link. See, I'm getting ready to click the link. Click. There's the link. I'm right at the medical examiner's office. Here's the same case number. And here is the same info. It's still on their website. So how am I falsifying some information that's still viable and on the website? See? Carlton Guy, a.k.a. Oscar Quintana, a.k.a. Michael Jackson. Same date of birth, same date of death, same case number, same weight, eyes, all that is still the same. And this is the actual link. Want to see me refresh? Refresh. There you go. See? Same thing. Okay? Same thing. Okay? So, you don't believe haters. Okay? Don't believe haters. If you have something that a hater has done, or you want to question me about, or you want to have a second explanation, just contact me and I'll straighten it out. Okay? I'll straighten it out because I have never falsified anything in my life. Okay? I don't do that. I don't need to do it. There's enough true stuff, an abundance of facts, proof, evidence, and clues that why would I falsify something that still exists? Right? That's still on their website. Okay? So, yeah, the website had been revamped, and that's why it looked different back then than it does now. That was from, I don't know, like 2013, 14, 15, somewhere around there. I don't know when, but it's from way back, okay? Maybe even before that. I don't know. All right. So we got that out of the way. Now, now I wanted to also go over with you guys. Let's go back to the website, right? And let's do case information, right? Let's do case information. Okay, so I'm back. I'm back on the lying coroner's website, who said he named and identified the dead body through a driver's license that Jeffrey had, that he told me he sent back to the Sacramento Department of Motor Vehicles, and the attorney for the Department of Motor Vehicles told me they don't have that driver's license, and I already have the copies of the driver's license in the name of Michael Joe Jackson, not Michael Joseph Jackson. Not one death document uses Michael's real name of Michael Joe Jackson. And that has been confirmed through the FBI, the 2005 trial, several driver's licenses, several passport, Michael's Korean visa, his Motown ID, his signature on one of the most valuable pieces of property that valuable contracts he ever signed, which is his BMI. I think it's called Business Music Inc. or BMI something, where he gets his royalties, where he gets the big, gigantic checks from. So, and he signed it Michael Joe Jackson. Okay, his copyright's Michael Joe Jackson. Anyway, so here we are. We're on the coroner's website, the lying coroner's website, and we're going to put in Michael's name. Michael Jackson. Age was 50. Date of birth is August 29th, 1958. Date of death was supposed to be June 25th, 2009. Okay. Now, let's look it up. Okay. Let's look it up. Search. 0 results. 0 results. It is not my fault that Michael Jackson does not come up in the coroner search. It is not my fault. Okay? It is not my fault. All right? It is what it is, what it is. Now, there's been a trial. The autopsy has been released. The coroner has testified, and so has many other people, the EMT doctors and coroners and all kinds of people have testified, right, under oath. That was televised to the whole wide world. So why would it be secret and the file not kept? I don't understand that. Why would it be secret and the file and the file not be available when the whole wide world knows that? Let me go get the autopsy. Okay. The whole wide world. Let me get to something new in a minute. But this is for new people, you know, when I do this, because new people, I'm trying to reach new people. And I want to go over things in case people miss stuff, right? And in case people miss stuff. And I like to go over and update it too and have a record of me going on the coroner's website in 2023. See, I do it every few years and I get a recording of it, so I have a history of this stuff, right? So let's go ahead and do autopsy, and then we're going to get the number, because I believe it's 2009 04419. I believe that that's the number, the autopsy number. Okay, let's see if I'm correct. If I have it memorized, boy, if I have it memorized. Let's see, it's coming up any second. Oh, 04415. 9 and 5 kind of rhyme. 2009 04415. Okay, let's see. 1415. Let's search. Doesn't change a thing. Okay. See? 2009 04415. Search. Still no result. Let's clear it. Okay, so there's nothing in here. And we're going to put in 2009-04415. Search. Nothing. No results. 0 results. Okay? And people call me crazy. Okay? It was a whole trial about it. What's the secret? They testified, they talked about the body inside out, outside in, because that dead body wasn't Michael's and the coroner knows it. And there's something in this file that the coroner doesn't want out. That's why it still says no results. But we got that Oscar Quintana, right? We got that unclaimed body. Because remember when Joe Jackson, Larry King was like, where's Michael's body? I don't know. You better ask somebody who know. I don't want to talk about that right now. They left that body there. Did they leave it there? Okay. Did the cryonics lab pick it up later? Or the cryonics lab was like, I'm done? I don't know. I don't know. How am I supposed to know what happened to the dead body? All I know is the information that I've seen here. Okay, that's all I know. I don't know why a body would have the name of Carlton Austin Guy, Oscar Quintana, and Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson? Why would it have them three names? Because when they sent the fingerprints to the FBI, I believe those are the two names that the fingerprints came back as. Oscar Quintana and Carlton Austin Guy. And since they thought it was the body of Michael Jackson, they had to keep that name there too. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Okay? What happened to that body afterwards? I have no idea. Okay? Okay? How are we supposed to know what happened? Okay? I'm just saying. All right. So now we got to get to a couple of things. A hater. We're going to get to another hater. Okay, so when I'm talking about haters, I ain't talking about the same haters every single solitary time. Okay, like this girl here. Okay, we get ready to watch this. Okay, all right, you guys ready? It's a TikTok video. All right, here we go. Let me
skin color and like maybe he hated himself, right? That's one thing. But the one thing that I will never get over, and like to this day it keeps me up at night, is how he tried to convince the world that he gave birth to these children and then he just died. Like, people question it, but like people have just kind of accepted it. This is none of my business. This has absolutely nothing to do with me, right? But it keeps me up at night. Because there's no way you can tell me that this guy right here gave birth to this girl right here. There's no way. It just blows my mind how he just died and left us with the greatest mystery of all time. Who are these children and where are their parents and why are you claiming them?
All right. Wait, I got to read this caption. Denial is a river in Egypt. MJ was gay, and they were 100% right about him in that documentary. I don't know what's not clicking. Okay, this is a very, very ignorant statement with gaping holes in this, right? Gaping holes in it, right? So I had to, people were like, God, Pearl, why are you, going over, Paris Prince and BG's birth certificate and talking? Because I had to address this. And addressing this, number one, MJ was gay. Okay, I don't know, except for a really, really fat guy that worked with Dr. Klein said him and Michael had sex, and then another liar, which was Liberace's ex, said him and Michael had sex, but there's no proof of that. It's absurd. It's absurd, right? I know, I heard, I think it was Karen Faye, who said David Geffen tried to have sex with Michael, and Michael turned him down, and then David Geffen been mad at him ever since, and that's why he had Oprah and Gail on that yacht watching Leaving Neverland. Okay, and Oprah has lost so much credibility for what she did, and Gail too, but Oprah mostly, because Oprah, you owed it to Michael to do your own investigation on whether he was a pedophile or not, or at least learn the facts of the trial. You could have paid for someone to come to the 2005 trial. I'm sure they would have given Oprah Winfrey, the Oprah Winfrey Show, a press pass. I'm sure they would have, okay? Because you owed it to Michael, because Michael gave you the biggest interview of your entire career. Still ain't been beat. Okay? When Oprah interviewed Michael, I believe it was in 92, 93, and it was the highest rated interview in TV history. And I don't think that interview, that Oprah's ever did a bigger interview than that. I ain't checked. But still, Oprah. That kept Oprah in history, right? It made her, when all the talk shows went down and they all started Lou, Jenny Jones, Geraldo Rivera, Maury Povich, who stayed pretty long. Let's see. Sally, Jesse, Raphael, Rhoda, whatever her name was, they all went and smoked. Okay, they all fizzled down and they were canceled. Oprah stayed. Oprah left on her own. Oprah stated, Oprah, your staying power has something to do with you being able to interview Michael Jackson. So you shouldn't have turned on him. You should have had more loyalty and said, you know what? I owe this guy. I owe him. And I need to send someone down there to learn the facts of the case to see if Michael Jackson's really a pedophile. She didn't do that. She just went, she said, I cannot believe, like as if the jury got it wrong. And well, you ain't in the courtroom. How you know if the jury got it wrong? They were listening to everything. Okay. So Oprah, I know I went off on a tangent on Oprah, but there was just some article about her talking about interviewing Michael Jackson that came out 2-3 days ago. Okay, that's why I'm bringing up Oprah. But anyway, so I couldn't let this girl, get away with what she said. And I had to tell her about Brandon Howard and Dante. Okay, because I think Dante also is Michael's kid. Because I don't know why Michael's paying bills for Jermaine's baby mama, who also had a baby by Randy, right? Which is despicable. It's just disgusting, right? How could you, Jermaine, enjoy being in that knowing your brother was in that? But hey, things happen. Things happen, right? But she had Dante since Dante was a baby. She raised Dante. And as long as she raised Dante on Michael's property, Michael got to keep an eye on it, on the child, right? On the child. She got to live there for free. Then the death announcement came. Dante got of age. And then I ain't paying your bills no more, homie. Okay, because you don't have to raise my child anymore. That's what I believe. Plus, Brenda Ritchie said Michael was in love with a black woman around that time when Dante was born. Plus, Joe Jackson told Angel to pick the baby up and take the baby to Catherine's house. Okay, so, and Catherine ain't taking care of Joe's baby. Are you kidding? And Joe ain't even living there? Catherine ain't doing that. She's not doing that. And you know why she's not doing it? Because she didn't do it with Giovanni Jackson. Okay? She's just now okay with Giovanni Jackson because they were at the memorial, Joe Jackson's memorial that I was at, and they were sitting at the same table, and Rebe and Giovanni is kind of close, and it was her daddy too. And I've met Giovanni. I met Giovanni at Joe Jackson's birthday party, and her and I have talked. And she, kind of giggles when she talks about my daddy, right? She kind of, giggles a little bit, right? So anyway, I want you to know that there's 2 kids out there that could be Michael's kids. And Brandon Howard, Lord have mercy, she's more like a beauty queen. He tells you who she is. Mickey Howard was a beauty queen teen contestant, right? She loved Billie Holiday, right? Brandon is the name of the son of Marlon's twin that died one day after birth. That was his name. Right? Brandon walks like him, talks like him, looks like him. Somebody said Brandon looks biracial. Brandon don't look biracial. He just looks light-skinned. That's it. Everybody light-skinned ain't immediately biracial. Like me. I'm not dark-skinned. I got 19% European in me. But who knows when that happened? Mickey Howard's a little bit light-skinned. Joe Jackson's a little light-skinned. But Brandon ain't mixed, biracial, because he don't have the mixed hair. Brandy Jackson, she could be biracial, okay, because she got that mixed hair. What black people used to call good hair, and I don't like to say that because that implies that black people natural hair is not good. Okay, so I don't like to use that term. Okay. I had to let her know. And then she wanted to know about Paris, Prince, and BG. And I've always said, and Omar too, I've always said they're not Michael's biological children. And the world is not going to end because of that. Debbie Rowe trapped Michael, extorted Michael, addicted Michael to drugs. I read you guys the transcript. I had thought Michael agreed. Michael never agreed to have those kids. And then Debbie going around sent that motorcycle video when Michael was on the set of Ghost, where he's on the back of her car and her motorcycle, and she said that's the day she told Michael that she was pregnant, and he was so excited. And yeah, how come you ain't got video of him jumping up and down and being excited? How come you got video of Michael in a mask wearing a motorcycle and riding a motorcycle? That's supposed to be the big reveal day that you told him you were pregnant? Did you tell him? Did you just went and got pregnant and said, I'm having a baby for you? Oh, I told you I was going to do that. Well, I love you so much. I decided to do that for you. And Prince looks just like Dr. Klein. Sorry. Then Mark Lester. Mark Lester thinks Paris is his child. Could very possibly be. But something wrong with Mark Lester. He ain't right. He said he had wrote in the article, well, Michael wanted the best genes that he could find. Oh, really? Better than Michael's genes? Better than all the Jackson family genes? Because they white, they better? And your genes are better than Michael's genes? And Debbie Rose's genes are top notch when she has a high school degree, had a high school education and lied and said that she was a nurse when she wasn't? When she went to 9 months of EMT training and don't even know if she even graduated from EMT training, and that's the best genes that he could find? Come on. Better than Michael's genes? Better than Joe and Catherine's genes? Where they got 9 kids, all of them millionaires, talented, sweet, nice, soft-spoken, look beautiful. I'm just saying. Okay. So I want you guys to know where it came from, where I was promoting. I was talking about Paris, Prince, and BG's birth certificate. I'm getting to something new in a minute. Okay, kind of new. Okay, so anyway, so I posted it. Posted all 3 of them. I didn't make this happen. I didn't release them. I did not release them. They are available online. Okay, so why did Michael sign his name on Prince's Michael Joseph Jackson? Michael, no, that's not his name. Why he playing the death hoax game? Why he playing the hoax game, right? Michael Joseph Jackson Jr. How come you didn't name him Michael Joe Jackson Jr.? Because you know that's your name, Michael. What's going on? You signed it Joseph? And even Paris's is in the wrong name, Michael Joseph Jackson. And even BG's, and he didn't even sign Paris's. Debbie signed it, right? Debbie signed it. D. Rowe Jackson. She know her name is only D. Rowe Jackson in Australia. If it was legitimate in Australia, because they didn't get married here and the marriage was never registered in the USA, right? And then BG's, he has no signatures whatsoever, not a doctor's signature or anything, because BG is from Argentina, okay? So I don't even know if this is real. Ain't no signatures on it, so it can't be real, right? I'm just saying, right? So he signs one, but he signs it the wrong name, and then he signs all 3. All 3 have his wrong name. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry you had to live that way. Everything a trick. Everything's a trick. Everything's something wrong, something major wrong, something, and he had to live that way because of his fame and because of what people did to him. Right? Because of Debbie trapped him, right? Then she made him pay her money to get the rights of the kids after he bonded with them and knows that she cannot be a mother. And then she gonna get pregnant be out there going to fraternity doctors, getting pregnant, trying to get pregnant, going to fraternity doctors, right? When she was with Michael on tour and said he was a drug addict and don't leave baby Prince with him alone, and you trying to get pregnant to give him another kid? You ain't trying. I'm sorry. You have ulterior motives, and the motive is not Michael to be a father, because if you're saying don't leave Prince, the baby, alone with Michael because he's a drug addict, because he's on drugs that you addicted him to, that you suck as a human being, just like you said. You suck as a human being. You are correct, Debbie Rowe. Okay? So I can't, this chick that was saying, all that stuff and how did it happen? Well, now you know how it happened. Now you know how it happened. And then after she tells the media what Michael's supposed to do. And then when the kids are born and they're not black and they're not half black or black looking, what's he supposed to do? Just give them back? I mean, golly, you know, Mr. Racial unity, Mr. I don't see color, Mr. I love all races of people. So that girl is missing a whole bunch of information, and so is the rest of the world. They're missing so much information, and I believe Debbie got the idea to take away Michael's inheritance from his proper heirs and his family and out of black hands through the play that Michael was financing with, was it Robert De Niro? Called Sister Ella. Okay, and we went over that already. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. So I had to set this girl straight. Okay. And let her know that something in the milk ain't clean with all that. Okay. I don't make this stuff happen. I am the reporter. Don't kill the messenger. Okay. I am the reporter on this. Okay. So, I just want to go over this and I'm going to beat this. I beat the hell out of this one. Okay. This is the King of Pop's death is a hoax. No documents are in his legal name on purpose. Michael Joe Jackson, that's from TMZ, not me. TMZ went and got that, not me. This is Michael Joe Jackson, driver's license. There's another one too. And this is a passport, Michael Joe Jackson, and this is another passport, Michael Joe Jackson. But why are all the autopsy in the name of Michael Joseph Jackson? And ID method, California driver's license, and identified by name, California driver's license, CDL, California driver's license. But Michael has 8 brothers and sisters, a mama and a daddy. None of them came and identified the body. Wonder why. Catherine said she never saw the dead body. Joe said he never saw the dead body. Okay, so I just don't quite get it. Okay? Yeah, I do. It's a hoax. All this stuff that's very plain, very out there, very clear, very concise adds up to Michael Jackson faked his death. It was an elaborate plan and he faked his death. There's no other explanation for everything in consideration. All right, now let's get to something a little bit fun. Okay. So, here we go. John Branca. I like John Branca. I've had many conversations with John Branca. Many. Okay. And the reason is because I attended the IRS case, right? I met John Branca for the first time at, there was a museum when there was Michael Jackson Immortal show. And they had like this exhibit of Michael's stuff in Las Vegas. And John Branca was there. And I have a picture with John Branca. Let me show you the picture with John Branca. And then I'm going to get to him in a second. Michael Jackson Insider. And it was at Fan Fest, I believe it was. And I went with Sharon Sidney. And I took a picture with John Branca. Here it is. Let me show you guys. There's this small, but here. This is a picture with me and John Branca in December 6, 2011. That's me and John Branca at that event. It's a little blurry, but you can still see that it's us. That was the first time I met him. Then when I covered the IRS case, I saw him often because I went often, and we would talk. You know, we talked, a little chit chat here, talk. And then I saw him again at the Michael Jackson Scream event. And we talked a little bit out at the red carpet. And then inside, him and I just had a little private conversation when we were talking about this and that and this and that. I like John Branca. John Branca's done good. John Branca is Michael's right-hand man in this whole thing. And John Branca has his back because he better. Okay. So I like John Branca. But John Branca you know, he does little things. Okay, so we're going to look at something that John Branca has his own Instagram now, and it's a TikTok too. I think I took TikTok off of my the app off of my phone, because if the US government say they don't want it on their phone, why would I want it on my phone? Okay, so let's do this here. Okay. John
world, in the universe, actually, and that's Barry Gibb, the leader of the Bee Gees. I'm often asked, Barry, does Bee Gees stand for Brothers Gibb or Barry Gibb? And he's never answered that question. All I know is the Bee Gees are one of the greatest groups in the history of rock music, and the Brothers Gibb, Barry, Morris, and Robin, were perhaps the greatest songwriting team in the history of music. They rank with Lennon and McCartney and Leiber and Stoller. They've written over 60 top 10 hits. Everybody remembers the Bee Gees for Saturday Night Fever. But Saturday Night Fever is one of the 3 biggest selling albums worldwide in history, along with Thriller and Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. But the Bee Gees were so much more than that. If you ever break up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, the first catalog to turn to is the Bee Gees, because the love songs that the brothers have written are amazing. Barry, like Michael Jackson, is a Virgo. He's a perfectionist. You hear it in his music. One of the great legends of all time, but also one of the great family men. Barry and his wife Linda have been married for decades, and Barry would take his daughter Allie to school every day, sometimes in a Lamborghini, sometimes not. Barry is the real deal. I want to talk about one of my favorite people in the world, in the universe actually, and that's Barry Gibb, the leader of the Bee Gees. I'm often asked.
Okay, so I just let the top play because it wasn't on for long. Okay, I agree. Cecil and I watched the Bee Gees documentary that was out. I was jamming. They were soulful. They was like R&B, right? And here they are. They were from Australia, but by way of London, of the UK, right? I mean, good, you know, and Barry's the only one left. They're all the rest of them are dead. Barry's the only one left. And they did great music. Robin, he sung a lot of their early hits. I didn't know. I always thought Barry was the main singer. No, Robin was jamming too. Robin was one of the main singers, okay, earlier on. Then Barry kind of took this falsetto and then just made all these hits and stuff, right? So John Branca, first he talked about Elvis, the video before, and now he's talking about Barry Gibb, and he's putting Michael and Barry together. So I put Michael and Barry together too, John Branca. Let's do this. Let's do the Wikipedia, all in the name, your name, Barry Gibb, with a duet with Michael Jackson, right? Okay, here it is right here. It's a duet with Barry Gibb and Michael Jackson that was released, whoa, on the 2nd anniversary of the death announcement. I don't make this happen. I'm the investigator, okay? June 25th, 2011, June 25th, 2011, it was recorded in 2002. At Middle Ear Studio. It's a duet with Michael and all in your name, all in the game, huh? And then he wants to say, oh, it had to do with some war or protest or something. Come on, stop. It don't say nothing like that. Let's look up the lyrics though. Let's look up the lyrics. All in your name lyrics. Let's look up the lyrics. Michael Jackson. Okay. All right. I don't want to play the song. You guys can always look up the song, All in Your Name. I like the song. And so let's look at Michael's part. Let's look at Michael's part. All in the name, all in the game. That's why we went over Michael's real name and the name Michael Joseph Jackson when his real name is Michael Joe Jackson. So death hoax, all in the name, all in the game. Huh. Okay, so now let's look at Michael. lyrics. This is what Michael sings. Only God knows that it's all in the game. It's all in your name. Carry me to the gates of paradise. They're the same. It's all in your name. Gates of paradise, heaven, angels, protect us, the gateway to peace. Gates of paradise, ain't that the pearly gates? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And that's the only part that Michael sings. So Michael's being very clear. It's all in the game. It's all in your name. Gates of paradise. It's all the same. And then Barry and Michael sing together. Say the word and I'll be there. Really, Michael? Will you be there? Michael Jackson, look over your shoulder, honey. Okay. To love you and understand you, meet the line on and understand. They all know it's over? Will they all know it's over? Then we'll all know it's over. See that it's done and it's all in your name. Death, gates of paradise, living dead, right? Because you dead, right? But you're supposed to be alive in heaven somewhere, right? And you right there, you're going to be judged because you at the gates of paradise, like my name, Pearly Kate, for Pearly Gates. Yeah. And gates of paradise, and Michael sings that part. And death and game and name and the anniversary, it's released. Hey, it should be, golly. Okay. And then John Branca talking about Barry Gibb and then talking about him and Michael and this and that. Okay, let's tag team. John Branca, let's tag team. You put out a video and then I show the death host clue in it. How about that? Just like with Elvis, right? And then I showed the death host clue in the Elvis video, right? The Elvis one. And then the death host video with Barry Gibb. Want to keep it going? Want to keep it going? He ain't going to keep it going now that I said keep it going. I should have not said that. But anyway, it's all fun. It's all fun. All right. So, and also, one last thing. I think that we should let Paris, Prince, and Blanket off the hook. Okay? We should stop making them think they need to pretend like they're half African American. Okay? I know it's probably eating Paris up. Okay? Because Paris was not a happy camper at the Hollywood Halloween event. She wasn't. And she's got to be like, dang, here I am, white as can be, and I got to pretend like I'm half black. It's hard. BG with that deep voice, and he's huge. He's tall. He's Argentinian. Okay. I heard it under oath with Al Malnick. Okay. At the Mark Schaffel trial. Okay. Prince looks just like Dr. Klein. We should just let him off the hook from that and tell him it's okay. It's okay. Because it's got to be somewhat, hard on them and embarrassing and it's tough. Just like this one girl, she's saying that. And that video got a lot of views. I've never released a video on Twitter that got that many views as hers did. Okay? Like over 4,000. And on Twitter views, that's a lot of views on Twitter views. 4,000 is a lot on Twitter views. Okay. So we should just let them off the hook and stop doing all the comparisons and trying to force it to be when it's not. They're not his biological children, and it's okay. Debbie went and got pregnant without Michael's participation. And then she just said, here's your kids. Okay. And it was a way to take the money out of black people's hands, Michael Black, and put it in non-black people's hands. It was racist just like that because I've never heard Debbie, I've never seen Debbie have a black friend. I just never have. But of course, she'll make an exception for Michael Jackson because, dear Lord, he's Michael Jackson, right? But then let's de-black him. I hate to say it, but while he met Debbie Rowe in 81, Klein in 81, Debbie Rowe worked for Dr. Klein. That's when he lost his skin color. I'm just saying. I know it's supposed to be vitiligo, but did they shoot him with something to give him vitiligo? I don't know if that's possible. I don't know. But Dr. Klein's supposed to be so smart that like people, Albert Einstein and smart and invented the father of Botox, and you know, he's supposed to be this brilliant guy. Okay? So I'm just saying all that happened with the loss of the skin color and the non-black kids happened under Debbie and Klein's watch. I'm just saying. That is a fact. Did he get vitiligo? Was it because of the lupus and all that other stuff? That is speculation on that one, okay? But it's a fact that it happened when Dr. Klein is a skin doctor. You know, he's a dermatologist. Just saying, he is a dermatologist. So he specializes in skin. Okay, he's dead now. He's been dead for, what, 4 or 5 years or something. Okay, he's dead now. But I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. Just saying. Okay, let them be at peace. Prayers, Prince, and Blanket. Let them be at peace. Okay? Don't make them try to keep pretending that they have African American. They're not. Okay? And it's okay. The world is not going to end because we say that and we know that. It's not going to end. They are known as Michael Jackson's kids. But why did Michael put the wrong name on their birth certificates? It's all, well, the biopic's coming. Biopic's coming. So we're going to see what's on the biopic, right? We're going to see what's on the biopic. All right. So I think that's all. Go to Stays All Day Shay. Oh, and another thing, one last thing. I knew a lot of this stuff about Paris, Prince, and Blanket throughout the years, and I just didn't want to really like promote it until, you know, they were all over 18. That was kind of like my thing. You know, let them be kind of grown before I, you know, hit it hard, you know. And because I've known ever since the birth certificates were first released, you know, years and years ago, I think 2010 or something, maybe even 9, they were released, you know, in the wrong name. All kinds of games being played, you know. It's very, very, very sad. The truth about what happened to Michael Jackson is very sad. Liz Taylor using him, charging him $1 million worth of jewelry for every date. Remember when Oprah was interviewing Michael? Was it Oprah? Who was interviewing Michael? And Liz showed up. Liz showed up. Was that the Oprah interview? I think it was. Let's see. Oprah, Michael Jackson, Elizabeth Taylor. Was it? And Michael and Liz, yep. And Liz shows up, right? And she's going like this to Michael. But they're trying to be cute. Cute. And Michael looking like, oh, damn. Oh, wow. Oh, man. He's probably thinking, how much is this going to cost me? He's probably thinking, how much is this going to cost me? Because I think Bob Jones has said that relationship was bought and paid for. Elizabeth... And Bob Jones was Michael's PR. Elizabeth Taylor, Michael Jackson, bought and paid for. Let's see if that comes up. It was in the Bob Jones book, and he said that relationship was bought and paid for. Well, I don't know. Maybe if I find it later. I will, Bob Jones, he said their friendship was bought and paid for. So the truth behind all this stuff is some ugly, ugly, ugly stuff. And I feel sorry for Michael, and I understand why Michael faked his death. I understand. He never had a true friend. Never had a true friend. Never. You know, or maybe he did. But knowing the gatekeepers around Michael, couldn't be nice and be in there for very long because the bad people knew how to bully, manipulate, and they had evil intent and they knew how to get you out. So the good people couldn't even get close to him. And if they did happen to luckily get close to him, guess what? The haters tried to separate and get that person out of his life. Just like the haters with Peter, Michael, Bobby. They just can't stand that we're friends. They hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. And they're the ones that came between our friendship in the first place. And unfortunately, Peter, Michael, Bobby invited him in, you know, and he's still dealing with the repercussions of that bad decision to this day, where his Instagram is down now. I think he's back up on Facebook, but for who knows for how long. The Twitter was down. I mean, they're really, you know, going after him. You know, they're really, really going after him because he cannot be Michael Jackson, because if he is, they got to admit that they've been treating Michael Jackson badly. And Peter and Bobby Anderson is a front. Now, within 13 years, which is 2012, well, for me, 2012 to 2022, that's 10 years. But in 10 years, you know, things will change. You know, everybody does not stand... everybody does not stay the same in 10 years. Okay. So now we got more Bobby in the front and his family's up in the front now. Right. But before, when it first started, you know, it was not him. I'm the one that released this silly picture of Bobby Anderson. Let me show you. And then the haters act like it was exposed, like they found it or it was exposed, when I'm the one that released it. You know, I'm the one that released the picture. Hold on. Okay, so let's see this picture right here. And you want to know why I didn't believe that he was a real person? Look at this picture. Hold on. Look at this picture and you tell me. Okay, where is that picture? Where is the picture? Here it is. Here it is. I have so many files, it takes a minute for it to come up. It comes up back screen, then I gotta wait like 10, 15 seconds. Here it is. This is the picture that was released to me. Now, of course, I'm gonna think that's a mask. That don't even look like him. That don't even look like Bobby Anderson. I released that picture. Don't let the haters fool you, because the haters only win based on ignorance of not knowing the full story. That's how they win. By cherry picking stuff and making me and Peter, Michael, Bobby look like bad people. See that? So when I first got that, of course I'm going to think it's fake. Of course I'm going to think it looks like a mask. It don't look like a real person. So that was released to me a few years before I released it. Okay? Because it doesn't look real to me. It looks like a mask. Right? And it still don't really look like Bobby Anderson. It looks like an old man. Looks like an old man. Okay, so anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. All right. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.